as you know, some people who are arrested can get out of jail before their trial if they post bail.
But obviously that takes money, and a growing number of people in the criminal justice system say because of that, the system discriminates against the poor. NBC 7 Investigates reporter Mari Payton is here to tell us about changes now being proposed to the entire bail system.
Someone out on bail, for the most part, can go back to their normal lives, at least temporarily. But for someone held in jail, they can't work or care for their families. Even if they are never convicted, that time in jail can increase the cycle of poverty. And that's why there is a growing movement to change the law and allow judges more discretion.
It's a lot of money. As a single mother, I don't have that extra kind of money.
Maria Elena Morales is paying back $2,400 she owes a bail company. She signed a note to bail a friend out of jail, but he never showed up for his court date. He is still wanted on outstanding warrants.
I felt ashamed. I should have known better kind of feeling, but I didn't.
Ashamed because Morales is an activist who works with prisoners returning to society. She admits she made a mistake in judgment, but feels the court did too. In each of their cases, more information about the friend might have led to a different decision.
We must not penalize the poor for being poor.
That's Chief Justice Tani Cantil-Sakaui of the California Supreme Court telling lawmakers the current bail system must change.
Bail, does it really ensure public safety? Does it in fact assure people's appearance in court?
San Diego County is already testing a system where monetary bail is not the primary basis for deciding who stays in jail. Reviewing the latest numbers available for the years 2014-2015, there were on average 2,814 unsentenced prisoners in San Diego jails every day. That's about 53% of the total jail population. Human Rights Watch estimates it costs about $114 a day per prisoner, which would equate to about $321,000 a day to keep unsentenced prisoners here in local jails.
A better, more fair, and safer system.
That is the goal of reform for all of California courts, says Judge Scott Gordon. He was one of the members of a committee looking at changing the current system.
The process we have recommended here is to provide more information to judges so that when they make the decisions, they are doing it with as much information as possible.
This has resulted in Senate Bill 10, which would provide, among other things, computer-generated risk assessments of each defendant to help judges decide if the defendant is a danger to the community. Some judges oppose this, saying it's not necessary.
We're releasing people every day on conditions other than posting a bail.
Judge Kent Hamlin from Fresno County sees this as diminishing the role of the judge.
You have a lot of options, and we're using them.
Hamlin is a member of the 500-member California-based Alliance of Judges who support his position. Not surprisingly, so does the bail industry.
And the argument is to deny the right to a monetary condition of a bail entirely is unconstitutional.
Clayton claims similar efforts in other states have done poorly.
To the extent it does have an impact on jail populations, the result is higher crime and higher failures to appear.
Judge Gordon counters, saying bail reform is working in other states and in the end will improve the system.
To provide more information to judges so that when they make the decisions, they are doing it with as much information as possible.
Last month, California's Attorney General voiced his support for bail reform, saying the system is discriminatory toward poor Californians. Victims advocates say bail reform would put more of an emphasis on criminal rights rather than victims' rights. We are told by one of Senate Bill 10's authors the state bill is being reworked to create more support for the measure. It's set for review by the State Assembly Appropriations Committee later this year. I'm Mari Payton for NBC 7 Investigates.